everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I am going to teach you about the pseudo force. The word pseudo means false, or we can call it as the fake, or else we can call it as the imaginary force. Pseudo force means false force, fake force, imaginary force, or else we can call it as the illusionary force, means which really does not exist in our nature. We can just experience this force in some situation. For example, when we are present in the lift and the lift is moving in the upward direction, then our body feels the weight downwards, means someone is pulling downward. That type of feeling we will experience. That feeling is nothing but the pseudo force, because pseudo force is acting on our body. So because of that pseudo force only we will feel that experience, means our body will be feeling more weight. So similarly, if the lift is moving downward, in that condition we will feel our body weightlessness. So that weightlessness feeling is also because of the pseudo force, because pseudo force is acting on our body. So this is all about the examples of the pseudo force. So next, why we have to study this pseudo force? So why we have to study this pseudo force means, if actually it is not existing in our nature, means why we have to study this pseudo force? So our answer is pseudo force is Pseudo force is used to apply the Newton's laws of motion in the non-inertial frame of reference. For example, Newton's laws of motion already we have studied, but the Newton's laws of motion are valid only in the inertial frame of reference, but in non-inertial frame of reference the Newton's laws are not valid. So to apply the Newton's laws of motion in the non-inertial condition, we have to apply the pseudo force. So for that reason we have to learn the pseudo force. So next, see here, this Newton's laws of motion, Newton's second law of motion, Newton's second law of motion, it started depending on the frame of reference, means where the observer is present, means whether the observer is present in the inertial frame or the non-inertial frame, it started depending on that factor. So for that reason this Newton's laws of motion are not valid in the non-inertial frame. So next, see here, two types of frames we have studied. So now I will tell you what is inertial and non-inertial frame. When the acceleration of the observer is equal to 0 and velocity is equal to constant, velocity should not change, velocity should be constant, and this acceleration is of the observer, means where the observer is present, his acceleration should be equal to 0 and his velocity should not change. So this condition we will call it as the inertial frame. This condition we will call it as the inertial frame. So in this inertial frame, Newton's laws of motion are valid. Newton's laws of motion, all the Newton's laws of motion are valid in the inertial frame, where the acceleration of the observer is 0 and velocity is constant. But another one frame where the acceleration is not equal to 0 and velocity is changing. So this kind of frame we will call it as the non-inertial frame. Now I will tell you detail about the inertial and non-inertial frame. So here in this non-inertial frame, the Newton's laws of motion are not valid. So now we want to apply the Newton's laws of motion in this non-inertial frame also. So at that condition what we have to do means, we have to use this pseudo force, means we have to apply the pseudo force, then we can apply Newton's laws of motion in the non-inertial frame. So now what is inertial and non-inertial, I will give you some examples. For example, if we are observing the motion of the car, suppose if this is the car and this car, if this car is moving and here we are the observer, and this observer will call it as A. So now according to this observer, this car is in motion, and this observer will call it as the inertial frame. This observer is present in the inertial frame because this observer is constant on the ground, means he is not having any velocity nor acceleration. So this frame will call it as the inertial frame. So in this condition we can apply the Newton's laws of motion. Suppose if the same person sitting in the inside the car, then what happens means, if this car is moving with some acceleration, means the person also moves with some acceleration. Car is moving with a acceleration, means person is also moving with a acceleration. Now this observer is in the non-inertial frame because this observer's acceleration is not equal to 0. According to this person, what he feels means this car is at rest, means he is present inside the car, but actually he is in motion. This car is moving with a acceleration, and the person is also moving with a acceleration. So in this case, Newton's laws of motion, if you apply the laws, then the laws will show the wrong reading. But when you apply the same laws in the inertial frame, then the Newton's laws will be valid. So in this case also, if you want to apply the Newton's laws, then here we have to apply the pseudo force. So this is the difference between inertial frame and the non-inertial frame. Inertial frame means where the observer is present, means the observer should be present in the inertial frame where the acceleration should be equal to 0. In the non-inertial frame means acceleration is not equal to 0. So this is about the inertial and non-inertial. Next we will come to know about the formula of the pseudo force. So pseudo force formula is pseudo force is equals to minus m into A. So this is the formula of the pseudo force, where A is the acceleration of body and m is the mass of object on which we are applying the pseudo force, and this is our pseudo force. This negative sign shows Fp, the pseudo force, and this acceleration both are in opposite direction. Both are in opposite direction. Means see here, if this is the car, if this car is moving in this direction with a acceleration, means the car is moving in this direction, means pseudo force has to be applied in the opposite direction. Both are in opposite direction. So this is about the pseudo force, means both are always opposite in direction. So for that reason, here we will apply we will use the negative sign. So this is the formula of the pseudo force. So now we will take some examples how to apply the pseudo force in different examples. So now let's start here. I will take two examples of the lift, then you can come to know that how to apply the pseudo force and why it is important. That all you can easily understand. So now see here, this is the lift, this is our lift, and here I am hanging some mass m. This is mass m and I am hanging it inside the lift. So now this lift is moving in the upward direction with a acceleration. Lift is moving with how much acceleration? Means a acceleration. So now here one observer is there. This is the observer, and here we will call it as A observer. According to A observer, what will be the net force acting on this mass? So try to understand here. Here tension T is there, in this string T is there, tension, and here downward mg force is acting, and this lift is moving with a acceleration. Now we will write the equation for this mass, for this body. How to write means acceleration is in the upward direction, so T will take it as positive and mg will take it as the negative. According to Newton's second law, F is equals to ma, we will write F is the net force. Net force here, how many forces are acting means one force is in the upward direction and one force is in the downward direction. What we have to take positive means in which direction the acceleration is there, that we will take it as positive and the other one we will take it as the negative. So here I will write T minus mg is equals to m into a. Now this equation can be written as T is equals to, we will take here mg plus ma. So this reading we are getting according to a observer. If the same situation, I will take here same lift, and here in this also I am hanging mass m, and here also this lift is moving in the upward direction with a acceleration, but here the observer, instead of standing outside the lift, here the observer is standing inside the lift. This is B observer. So now according to this observer, what will be the net force acting on this mass? So according to this observer, we will write the equation here. In this wire tension is there and here downward mg force is acting. According to this observer, what he feels means this mass is at rest, because if this lift is moving with a acceleration and the person is also present inside the lift, means this person is also moving with a acceleration. So what he feels means, he feels that this mass is at rest. If this mass is at rest means acceleration is equal to 0. So now according to this observer, our equation will becomes T is equals to mg. Why T is equals to mg means F is equals to ma. This we already know. Here this acceleration will be 0 because this lift is at rest. So acceleration will be 0 means this whole value will be 0. Net force will be how much? One is the tension and one is the mg. If this object is at rest means tension is equal to mg. So here this equation we are getting according to this observer. But what we have studied means this tension is not dependent on the inertial frame. This tension should be equal in both the cases. Means here if we are getting T is equals to mg plus ma, then here also we should get T is equals to mg plus ma. But here what we are getting, T is equals to mg. So for that reason our results got disturbed because of the inertial and non-inertial. This we will call it as the inertial frame. This person is standing in the inertial frame and this person is in the non-inertial frame. So now these two equations are correct according to these two observers. According to this B observer, this equation is correct. According to A observer, this equation is correct. But the method of applying the Newton's laws of motion is wrong. Here this equation will take it as right and this equation will take it as wrong, because this method of calculation is wrong because this person is in the non-inertial frame. So in this situation the Newton's laws of motion are not valid. In this situation the Newton's laws of motion are valid because person is in the inertial frame. So in this case what we have to do means we have to apply the pseudo force in the direction opposite to acceleration. Suppose if the acceleration is in the upward direction here, so pseudo force has to be applied in the opposite direction on the body. So here this is our body and this is our pseudo force. So this is our pseudo force which is opposite in the direction of the acceleration. So now if you calculate the net force on this body, then we will get it as T is equals to upward force is tension, downward force is mg and ma. So here we will write mg plus ma. So this equation we are getting when we are using the pseudo force. So this is the use of the pseudo force. Means if you are using the pseudo force, then we can apply the Newton's laws of motion in the non-inertial frame. So this is all about the pseudo force. So in next class we will study about the friction. Thank you.